It's like so far away. Hey family. It's been a while. Like a really long while. I think the last time that I talked to a camera was literally before I moved to Florida. And that has been over 3 years ago now. Kind of insane. I am currently in Japan for the first time. It's been a really long time since I've talked in front of a camera or just to a camera in general, so let's see how this goes. Funny enough, when I first booked this flight to Japan, I didn't have a single person that was gonna go with me. Everyone that I wanted to go with was like, oh, I'm too busy. I can't go to Japan. I'm going to Japan before I'm traveling here, da da da. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna book the trip, see what happens. It was intended to be a solo trip, but then as soon as I bought my flight, everyone wanted to join in, and I was like, you know, I don't really care. I love traveling with friends and family. I love exploring places with everyone. But I've been in Tokyo for almost a week by myself, and Long doesn't get here for like another week. I don't know what's even gonna go on at that point, because I'm already gonna have seen a lot of places. I might just have to go back and kind of bring him places, but there's things that I want to do that we had kind of planned to do together, so it's kind of fucked up to do it beforehand without him. But it's gonna, that last week in Japan is gonna be so chaotic. I've only stayed in Tokyo. This is not the trip that I had initially thought it was gonna be. I'm currently really just, what am I even saying? Honestly, this trip just slightly dying, you know, no big deal. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. I think it's because this is the first time that I've been alone like this in a completely different environment in a long time. Like I said, the last time that I've talked to a camera was like in 3 years. But I feel like now is the time to kind of do that all over again. The last time that I talked in front of a camera, I was kind of going through a whole lot in my life. And I feel like I'm in a better place in my life now than I was the last time that I talked to y'all. But something about just being in a country by yourself, it's spiritual in a different kind of sense. I'm definitely learning a lot about myself all over again. Definitely learning a whole lot about the country itself. It's very eye-opening, but also it's changing my perspective on a lot of things in life and how I live in America. I'm kind of just rambling right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. When I first booked my flight to Japan, I was so excited to pick up my camera again and film and vlog, do cinematics. It was always a dream, make a Japan travel video with my own footage. But honestly, the past couple of days, I've been at a different point in my life. I definitely still want to use my camera, but at the same time, I'm kind of respecting the people that I'm around. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little lonely being in Japan by myself. I haven't really been able to talk to anyone or like have a conversation with anyone. So maybe that's why I'm talking to the camera right now, because I have no one else to fucking talk to. I've legitimately only had maybe like 2 conversations with, maybe like 3. I've done a lot of random stuff since I've been here, things that I semi-planned, things that I didn't entirely plan. The very first day that I got here, I literally went to the dentist. Tooth was aching so bad that I kind of just looked up a dentist, and it just so happened that I was able to find a emergency dentist that one spoke English, which was lucky enough for me. If I had a Japanese dentist, like, probably would not have done it. Ended up getting a emergency consultation, and I already knew that it was gonna be something related to a root canal. When I went in to see the dentist, they were like, it looks like there's nothing wrong with your teeth. But I was like, I have a lot of pain in my mouth. Is there anything else that y'all can do? He was like, we'll probably have to take an x-ray. Maybe it's like a cavity that we're just not seeing outright. So they took an x-ray. Only found one small little cavity on the right side of my mouth, which was where all the pain was coming from. They said that there's like, I don't know what the percentage was, but the dentist was still not that confident in performing like a root canal. Kind of thought that it would be a root canal. I had a feeling that it was already going to be a root canal, so I was kind of already mentally preparing for it to happen. Luckily for me that they were able to also perform the first part of the procedure on the same day, like literally instantly. freaking love this country, man. They're so efficient. They also very attentive. They said that I had a follow-up appointment to check up on everything. Probably need like a couple more sessions just to make sure that everything was going okay. And they said if I had any more pain or any problems or anything within the few days, that I could just message them. They were so serious about that because I ended up messaging them because last night my mouth was just throbbing like no other. I went out to the fish markets. Toyosu market is essentially just like a fish market where they sell a lot of foods and you can just walk and drink, eat all at the same time, and it's so affordable. Insane. Anyways, back to the dentist. I had so much pain throughout the day. I didn't even do that much. I only went to the fish market and then I went to Team Labs Borderless. If I do edit this into anything, I will probably include those clips now.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Reach out, touch what was once just in your imagination.
It was interesting going to a museum by myself, but I feel like because it was so immersive, I was able to kind of just take it all in, and I was okay with going by myself. Would have been fun to enjoy it with someone else, but I was still able to get photos myself, more like selfies and stuff. For what it is, it's an experience. I think this whole trip right now is kind of just an experience. I don't know, I'm really relearning about myself again. The conversation with my dentist, that was probably like the first conversation that I had with anyone since I got here. The second conversation I had with anyone was when I went to go do a hair salon, because I really needed to clean up his hair because I didn't have time to go see my barber before I left. One, I was busy with all my clients and my barber was not available right before I left, so it kind of came to Japan and looking a little crusty, and I was like, you know what, I need a haircut. And I remember when I still lived back in Memphis, I used to go to this Korean-owned hair salon that was right next to the farmer's market. Probably like best haircuts that I had when I was a kid, because I used to get like bowl cut. No, I don't think I ever grew up with a bowl cut. I didn't get a bowl cut until I was like a lot older. Here I am rambling again, god damn it. I used to shave off all of my hair. I used to get it buzzed and it was, I think, a 1, like just all around. I don't know why I did that as a kid. I guess I just honestly didn't give a fuck. When I was going to an actual hair salon and not just shaving my head off, I was going to a Korean hair salon. I feel like those are probably like the best haircuts that I've had in my life. If I need a haircut anyways, I'm gonna be in Japan. The craftsmanship, Japanese people have such finite craftsmanship. They are so detail oriented about every single thing that they do. I was like, I have to go. So I found a hair salon that was English speaking friendly. The girl that was cutting my hair, we kind of had a lot of common things going on. So she had moved to Japan from Vancouver. She's been here for like 6 years or so, but she moved here alone, kind of just to kickstart her own hairdressing career. And I was like, that sounds so familiar, because also got into the beauty industry. So I was, you know what, this girl's pretty chill. That was the only other conversation that I had with another person, and for her to be like very relatable was pretty comforting. Other than that, also got new glasses while I was in Japan. That on the first day, because I had to go shopping to kind of get essentials because I packed super light. And while I was in that area, I also decided to just try to get new frames because it's been a while since I've had frames, and I don't know. This is where we're at now. They're pretty spot on with the prescription. I provided my own prescription, but they took my old pair and kind of just mimicked the prescription that I already had. But honestly, I feel like maybe it's just because it's like a fresh pair of lenses, but everything feels crisp. So, I don't know. Yeah, what else did I do? The thing about Japan is everything kind of opens so much later. I'm not really used to waking up super early to begin with, but maybe it's also just me, one, being in pain, but also two, being, it's not even like jet lag anymore. I don't feel like shit when I wake up. I think my body just knows that I'm like 14 hours ahead from my normal time. The first couple of days I was waking up at 3 a.m. and I was kind of stressed because I knew that I was alone. I was just kind of trying to plan out and and map out my day. The Airbnb that I'm currently staying in is a little bit far from the main parts of the city that I wanted to explore. So to kind of be efficient with my traveling, I'm trying to localize everything and map it out beforehand so I'm not going from place to place and killing time just by traveling. Tokyo itself is so massive and there's so many different neighborhoods. So the first couple of days I took on like a whole lot and was trying to see as much as I could. One, just doing that from the get-go and like not really knowing what to do. I was super stressed about it. So I've dialed it back a little. Honestly, I'm only doing like 1 or 2 things a day, taking it significantly slower because one, I know I have time to explore and discover different places. Also don't want to do everything alone because I know that tomorrow night I'll have Kenji and then like the week after that I have Long, and I still want to like explore stuff with them, so I don't want to do everything just outright just yet. Oh, the pancake place, yeah. So I ended up getting breakfast and then I waited on this pancake place because it didn't open until freaking 12 p.m. I had like 2 hours to kill, and right across the street from the pancake place there was a Edo era museum, which was really cool how they recreated everything. I was walking around just kind of exploring on my own, and this older lady that worked at the museum ended up walking up to me and she was trying to like show me around. I was like, I can't understand you. I appreciate your help, but I don't know what you're saying. So she kind of walked off because she couldn't understand me either. Looked around a little bit more, and then another lady was able to speak English, and she just kind of gave me a whole tour of the museum and learning a little bit more about like the culture. I was not really even intending to go to the museum. It was so helpful to have someone explain everything to me in English, which honestly I kind of took for granted. I don't know, when I travel I thought that I like to experience things for what it truly was, but it is, I feel kind of out of place being a foreigner. The first night I went to a ramen restaurant and I was trying to order food, but I just like I haven't been able to communicate. Like when I go into restaurants I kind of just have to point at what I want and I hope that wherever that I'm going has like pictures or a little bit of English descriptions, because otherwise I'm kind of SOL. I didn't want to go in touristy places or places that only spoke English because I still want to see the country for what it is, but I am learning that it is a little bit more difficult to explore when I don't know how to speak the language. But maybe I'm just using that as a crutch because I'm kind of by myself right now and it's just me being more anxious about a lot of different things and not the language barrier itself. I think it's one, just being by myself and trying to find a restaurant to begin with. Because the other night I was in Shibuya area and I had recommendations for restaurants from just like my clients and my friends and stuff, but I forgot that when you're in a significantly bigger city, a lot of those restaurants require reservations, and when I'm traveling in a country by myself I'm kind of just gunning it. I haven't really planned out anything, so I was a little stressed because I couldn't find all the restaurants that I wanted to try. I knew where they were, I just didn't have a reservation. I got scared because I couldn't eat because there wasn't availability for the restaurants that I was trying to try. I've been rambling for like 25 minutes. Holy shit. I turned on the camera because I was just gonna film a semi-vlog that I was gonna read. I got this book that a client recommended. It's called The Upward Spiral. It's using neuroscience to reverse the course of depression by one small change at a time. Not that I feel like I've been depressed or anything, but I think I'm just using it to learn more about myself. It's a pretty solid recommendation if you're going through it, or even if you're not going through it and you just kind of want to learn more about how your brain works. I would definitely give it a shot. Shout out Julia for the recommendation. It's so interesting. I feel like I know how to talk, but at the same time I don't when it comes to you talking in front of the camera. Like my words just aren't wording. Compute. Insert computational imagery or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with this. Don't want to end it abruptly, but yeah. It's kind of weird, kind of using this trip. It feels kind of reminiscent of before I moved to Florida. When I visited Vivian, I was just trying to figure out where I was in life. But when I filmed myself back then, it was kind of just a log to just document a specific time in my life to be able to look back on. And that's probably what I'm gonna do with this. Not really for anyone else but my own self. If one day I have kids, maybe that's who looks back on it. But now I realize that I've been rambling for half an hour and I don't have any way to store this footage onto a hard drive because I did not bring a fucking SSD. And I only have less than 2 hours to film. And I still have like 2 weeks here. I'm not gonna ramble anymore. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Probably see you in another handful of years when the next part of my life. Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Boom.